Hey guys, today we're going to take the turbo out of a 2003 Saab 9.3. If this video is helpful, you just hit that thumbs up button. That would really be helpful to me. So the first thing we're going to do is take out these two 10mm bolts right there. Okay, got the heat shield out here. It just pretty much lifts out. You can see there's a little clip that it slides on back there, so you kind of got to lift it up and out and then pull it out. The next thing that we're going to do is unhook the exhaust side. So there's a bolt here, and a bolt right there. So we got to take those out. All right, after you got those out, loosen this clamp, the clamp that's right there. Unhook this clamp so we can take off this vacuum line, and that clamp down there so we can take off that vacuum line. We're going to take this intake out. Okay, after you got that intake off, we're gonna take this clip out and then take this bolt out. It's 17mm. All right, we've got that line pushed out of the way here. Next, we're gonna take out that bolt right here, and that's a 19mm. So I'm just putting my socket like this through here and taking it off that way. Coolant is going to leak out right here, so be ready for it. Either drain your coolant beforehand or have something ready to catch it. Alright, next we're going to unhook that right there, and that is a 22mm. Okay, we've got a couple more bolts basically here and then on the same side over here. So what we're going to do is take our ratchet with some extensions. I believe it's a 13mm. I could be wrong though. And we're gonna go around the back and go in this way like that. Great way to keep from dropping that nut is to get one of these telescoping magnets, stick it on the nut, and then you can pull it out and hopefully keep from dropping that nut. Okay, next we're gonna take this heat shield off. There's a 10mm nut right here, and there's another one it's right back here at the end of my middle finger. So those are 10mm nuts. 1/8 inch ratchet works really well here. At this point, you can push the heat shield back, and we're gonna take that nut off right there, and so we can take this guard out of the way. At this point, you can reach your ratchet in there the same way you did on the other one. I'll pull it out here so you can see what I have going on. I've got a 1/2 inch drive with an adapter down to a, I don't know what that is, maybe like a 3 inch 3/8 drive extension on the 13mm 6-point socket. Seems to be doing the trick. Okay, we got a couple things here yet to do. We are going to unhook right here, take this hose off, so you can just either unhook it here or here, however you prefer. And then we are going to unhook the high pressure boost clamp, which is right there on the end of my finger. So just like on the top intake, same style of clamp, we're going to take that off and push that boost tube down. Alright, now we're going to take off the lower boost tube. So we need to take off that clamp right there at the end of my finger. We're going to take that off, and then we're going to be able to push that boost tube down. We're also going to take off this hose right here, so you can either unhook it here or here, however you prefer. You can also pull off this vacuum tube here. That'll make it a lot easier to reach stuff down there, perhaps. Okay, we've got the two hardest bolts left to get. The first is going to be right underneath here. I can feel it with my fingers, my middle and index finger right here. And the other one is going to be right under here. The easier one to get will be the one that's on the back side here. It's a 10mm. I just put an extension and my 10mm on my 3/8 ratchet, get up under there and just kind of feel it with my fingers to get it in. So let's get that one out first. Okay, so I got those 10 millimeter bolts out. They look like that. There's 2 of them on the bottom, 1 on each side. What I did to get the one that's closest to the engine is I got it set up like this. Went down in here like this. It's kind of hard. One hand. Came up like that. Stuck my fingers down in there to hold it while I turned it down here. Kind of get the idea. Okay, we've got one more bolt to get yet. It's the 3rd one right here that's holding the flange on. It's a nut like this. It is a 13 millimeter. Yes, 13 millimeter. And it's right behind here. Sorry. It's not the, there's basically 3 of them. There's one here, one over here in the same kind of spot, and then one down underneath, kind of in a triangle. I'm gonna go at it this way with my ratchet. Shouldn't be too bad. All right, we finally got it out. Pretty much at the point that you get that last bolt out, you're just gonna push it back off from the studs there, and then kind of lift. I kind of twisted it and pulled it out this way, like up through this way. It's not that hard to do to get it out, really. If this video was helpful, hit that thumbs up button. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. I'll do my best to answer them. But once you got it out like this, you know, it's pretty much just putting the new one in the way this one came out. Just basically do everything you did in reverse. So good luck with it and have a nice day.